On this edition of Strat Monday Night Baseball from the Big A in Anaheim, it's the Oakland Athletics taking on the California Angels. In tonight's matchup, the Oakland Athletics come in this game with a record of 10 wins and 7 losses, while the Angels come in at 9 wins and 6 losses. On the mound for the Oakland Athletics will be Rick Langford. On the mound for the California Angels will be Bruce Keeson. A large crowd is here in Anaheim to witness this game on April 28th, 1980. It is Sports Time Machine presents Strat Monday Night Baseball right after this. Well, this is the Sports Time Machine. We bring you to 1980 replay, Strat Monday Night Baseball. We welcome Ty 100 Gaming into the studios. We thank you for coming in. Tonight, we're playing Strat Baseball. We're playing it back where it used to be played. We're going to roll the dice on the computer on this one tonight, just to speed things up a little bit. Otherwise, I'll be coaching both teams and see how that works otherwise. So they'll be doing all the math for me and doing all that fun stuff, okay? So here is the defensive alignment for the Angels. Both teams come in hot in the AL West. Joe Rudy in left, Rick Miller in center, and Al Cowens in right. Around the infield is Carney Lansford at third, Freddie Potak at short, Bobby Grich at second, and Rod Carew at first. Behind the plate is Tom Donahue, and on the mound for the California Angels from the defending world champion Pittsburgh Pirates, Bruce Keeson. He's 1-2 on the year, 3.92 ERA, 23 hits, 21 innings, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Here's your Oakland lineup led by Billy Martin. Ricky Henderson in left will lead off, followed by Dwayne Murphy in center. Mitchell Page is your DH. Dave Revering's at first. Wayne Gross at third. Mike Heath is behind the plate. Tony Armas, a young-looking, good slugging outfielder, and right. Mario Guerrero, the shortstop, and Rob Piccolo is your second baseman. Let's get ready for baseball as Ricky Henderson will lead off. He's hitting .391, 6 doubles, still looking for his first home run, 3 RBIs, 10 walks, 9 strikeouts, and has stolen 12 bases. So Ricky's up, young right-handed hitter, has power, they say. He will develop it. He's got some unbelievable speed. Donahue on the plate sets the target. Bruce Keeson looks in, and here's the windup. That will be a base hit left field for Ricky Henderson. So Ricky is on. Expect him to run. The base look is an even, +2, -2 to hold him. So Henderson will get a big jump. Let's see if he gets it. Cannot get picked off. 53% says he can run. He does not get the steal, but he does have a 70% chance to run. We're going to go ahead and run. Ricky says he can run it. Let's go. The throw down on the second is, I left the dice on, which I did not mean to do. So let's throw a 20-sided die for the hell of it and see what happens. It's an 11. He's safe. So Ricky Henderson is safe. So Henderson with the steal, and he's on board. So good job by Ricky. He's got his first stolen bases. And now he's a 1-12. He wants trying to go to third. Or I say no, 1-14. Ricky is going to try for third. Let's see if he gets it. 53% says he gets it. Here comes the throw. Got him. Tom Donahue this time throws a P down the Lansford and applies the tag. So Ricky's gun trying for third, and there's one away. So here's Dwayne Murphy. He's hitting .313. Part of this very good, excellent outfield of Henderson, Armas, and Murphy. Murphy hitting 313, couple home runs, 11 RBIs. Donahue sets the target. Bruce Keeson, here's the pitch. That will be a strike him out, 2 outs. So now here's Mitchell Page, excellent designated hitter. He's having a great year, hitting 405, 2 homers and 9 RBIs. He steps up, will bat for the left-hand side. Here in Anaheim, conditions aren't too favorable for anything. Singles on a 1 to lefties, to a righty, it's a 1 to 8. For home runs, both are 1 to 9. Keeson looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Page. And that is going to be a line drive in the gap over Miller's head. Page will get 2 and stays there. So a 2-out double for Mitchell Page. So now here's Dave Revering. He'll come up in the clutch. He does lose a couple spots in the clutch here. He's got some good power. He has 2 home runs and 11 RBIs, hitting 245. Donahue sets the target. Keeson not really fooling anybody from the stretch in the pitch. And he hits a drive, the deep right center field. The ballpark's not going to hold it. It's gone. So Dave Revering takes the grand tour. A 2-run bomb, and the Athletics lead 2-0. So Billy Ball at its best as the A's lead 2-0. Here's the third baseman, Wayne Gross, hitting 263, 2 homers and 10 ribbies. Donahue behind the plate. Bruce Keeson looks in. Here's the pitch. That will be a ground ball to second. Grich, he's got it. He steps up and throws a strike to end the inning. But the A's, 2 runs on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 2-0 Oakland. So the home standing California Angels. Not being heard. The home standing California Angels come in. Down by 2. And here is their lineup. Rick Miller lead off, followed by Freddie Patek. Then Carney Lansford, who will be followed by the designated hitter, the American League's defending MVP, Don Baylor, batting 5th, the first baseman, Rod Carew, batting 6th, left fielder, Joe Rudy, batting 7th, the second baseman, Bobby Grich, batting 8th, right fielder, Al Cowens, and batting 9th is the catcher, Tom Donahue. The A's defense, we talked how good they are. It's Henderson, Murphy, Armas. Then it's Gross, Guerrero, Piccolo, Revering, and then Heath behind the plate with Rick Langford on the mound. He's 0-1 with a 5.79 ERA. He's pitched in about 5 innings so far, given up 7 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. These Oakland A's have gone the distance. Billy thinks his prognosis of this team is they're going to let him go as far as they can arm-wise, and they're only going to go to the bullpen unless they have to. So let's see what happens. Here we go. Rick Miller lead off. He's a veteran on this team, hitting 357, no homers, 4 RBIs. Heath behind the plate. Langford looks in. Here's the pitch to Miller. Foul out behind the plate. Heath waits, makes the catch. Here's Freddie Patek. He came over from the Kansas City Royals, where he had so much success, hitting 218, 1 home run, wow, and 5 ribbies. And he's got 3 stolen bases. He was known for his fleet foot in KC, now playing on natural grass. Heath behind the plate, sets the target. Langford looks in. Here's the big windup to Patek. And that is a walk to Patek. Let's see if Patek still's got some feet. Langford is a -5, so there is not going to be much stealing here for the Halos. Here is the third baseman. Here's Carney Lansford. He's a young-looking prospect. He seems like he's got it in. He's got a great-looking bat. 51 at-bats, 4 doubles, 3 homers, 12 RBIs, and hitting .431. So Lansford, one of the league's leaders in hitting. Heath behind the plate. Langford from the stretch in the pitch. And that will be a fly ball right field. Armas is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is the designated hitter, Don Baylor, hitting .222, home runs, 7 RBIs. Doesn't seem like he's been himself since he's come out from the spring training home. He seems to be battling some injuries. Heath behind the plate sets the target. Langford looks in, and here's the pitch to Baylor. That will be a fly ball center field. Murphy there, comes in, makes the catch, and that's all for the Angels in the first. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We played 1. Oakland 2, California 0. Top of the second here in Oakland, 2-0 so far of the Athletics. So here is Mike Heath, a former Yankee farmhand, hitting 233, no homers, 2 RBIs. Donahue sets the target. Keeson looks in, and here's the windup from Keeson. 6-6 is a walk, and Heath gets on. So now here is Tony Armas, hitting 286, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Tremendous power from the right-hand side. Donahue sets the target. Keeson looks and gets it from Donahue. Here's the windup and the pitch. This will be a struck him out, 1 away. Here's the shortstop, Mario Guerrero, hitting 281, no homers, and 6 RBIs. I remember him back in the baseball card day where he was like the only card a friend of mine needed to get the set. Boy, he had the hardest time getting him. Donahue puts down the target. Bruce Keeson looks in, and here's the pitch to Guerrero. That will be a ground ball to short. Potek's got a tough play. He may not get him. Throws across the diamond. It does. Oh, does not. He beats it out. Oh, he had the fielder's choice. I'm sorry. So Potek went the short way, but Guerrero able to beat the relays with a fielder's choice, 6-4. Guerrero on, no choice to steal. Here's Rob Piccolo. 155, no homers, 4 ribbies. Donahue sets the target. Keeson looks in from the stretch and the pitch. This will be a line drive, center field. Miller in his steps makes the catch. So they leave one, go to the bottom of the second. Here in California, Hotel California. Oakland 2, California nothing. Bottom of the second coming up here at the Big A. So far, here's Rod Carew. He came over from the Minnesota Twins this season. He looks to see if he can continue to hit. That's all he's been doing since he's been in the majors. He's only hitting 278, so he's had a slow start. No homers and 2 ribbies. Heath behind the plate sets the target. Here's a pitch from Langford. And that is a liner caught because ballpark singles are at a 1. Here is the former Athletic Joe Rudi. Having a good season, 358, 2 homers, 10 RBIs, 10 extra base hits. So Rudi off to a strong start. Heath behind the plate sets it. Langford looks in. Here's the pitch to Joe Rudi. Rudi, ground ball to third. Gross comes up, throws it across the diamond. There's 2 away. A's outfield's one of the best in baseball. Their infield is an issue. They have 3 4s around the infield. So that could be a problem for this team. Here's the second baseman, Robert Bobby Grich. He's hitting 250, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. He came off an excellent 1979 season. Heath behind the plate puts down the target. Langford looks in, and here's the big windup to Bobby Grich. Ground ball to short. Guerrero's got it. That could be a tough play for him, and throws him out to end the inning. Angels go 1, 2, 3. Let's head to the third. Gene Autry in town. It's Oakland 2 and Oakland 2 and the California Angels nothing. Top of the third here at the Big A in Anaheim. So now here's Ricky Henderson. He's 1 for 1, singled, stole second, then got caught stealing third. Typical young Ricky. Donahue puts down the target. Keeson looks in, and here's the pitch to Henderson. And Ricky fly left field. There's your dead roll. Rudi there makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Swung out ball 4. Here is Dwayne Murphy. Murphy struck out his first time up. Only 2 strikeouts for Keeson so far, and 2+. Donahue sets the target. Keeson looks in, and here's the big windup to Murphy. And that will be a walk to Dwayne Murphy. So Murphy's on. He's got some good wheels, too. And now here's Mitchell Page. He doubled and scored in front of Dave Revering's 2-run homer in the first. We'll see if Murphy can run. First of all, this A's team loves to run. 64% says they want to run. They don't get it, and they'll be on from a 1 to 11. They won't run on Donahue this time. Here's Page. Crew will have to keep him close, so the lane will be open between first and second for Page to drive it through. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson from the stretch and the pitch. And that will be again a ballpark hit, and that is caught by Grich for out number 2. David Revering comes up. Big 2-run bomb his last time up. Donahue behind the plate. Keeson looks in. Runner on first and 2 outs and the pitch. This will be another line drive to deep right center field. Back goes Miller. Plays the hop. Murphy's got great speed. He should try to score, and they'll hold Revering to a double at 3-0 Oakland. So 3-0 Athletics as they're running all over the place. They're really hitting Bruce Keeson hard here. Here is Wayne Gross. Donahue puts down the target. Keeson from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 outs. Pitch to Gross. And that's a fly ball to center. Miller there makes the catch. But Oakland scores a run. Let's head to the bottom of the third. It's Oakland 3 and the Angels nothing. Bottom of the third here at the Big A. Let's see. So it'll be Al Cowens, followed by Tom Donahue and Rick Miller. Donahue came over from the Kansas City Royals, another free agent acquisition for Gene Autry and the Halos, hitting .259, 1 homer and 11 ribbies. Keith puts down the target. Langford looks in. Here's the pitch to Al Cowens. And that's a hit him. Oh, he hit him hard. So Cowens will take first base. Langford went too far inside, and there's one away. So now here comes Tom Donahue. He's the catcher today. Someone tells me that Rick probably, what's his name? Rick, no, that's not it. Brian Downing is probably either hurt or on the bench. He is not in the game, so he must be on the DL. So not much of a bench for these Angels. So here is Donahue so far, hitting .185, no homers and 5 ribbies. So Heath puts down the target. Langford working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Donahue. And that is a ground ball double play. Guerrero, Piccolo, Revering gets 2. 2 for the price of 1. 6, 4, and 3. So here's Rick Miller. 2 outs here in the third. California still looking for their first hit. Heath puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Rick Miller. And that again is a ballpark single, and that has saved Rick Langford today. We played 3-0 Oakland. Strat Monday Night Baseball. Please stay tuned tonight for after the game. We'll go ahead and go over next week's ball game as we'll probably enter the month of May. So we'll be able to continue on this replay that I've been so proud doing for you guys. Trying to stay with the replay and continuing on. I thought 1980 would be the most fun. So it's so far Oakland 3-4-0, California nothing as we play the fourth. It'll be Heath, Armas, Guerrero for the Oakland Athletics. Donahue puts down the target. Keeson from the pitch. This will be a ground ball to short. Patek's got it. Goes to Carew for out number 1. Here's Armas, 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Again, they have a lot of good movements for him. Armas hit a couple bombs, almost hit the Big A there in dead left center field. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson with the pitch. And that ball is going to be deep left, way back, and it's gone. Tony Armas, just like we talked about, just hit a shot down the left field line and into those low section of seats, and the Oakland Athletics now lead it 4-0. So another bomb for Oakland. That's their second of the game, and the A's now lead it 4-0. Boy, oh boy, and Bruce Keeson is definitely not fooling anybody. Let's look at their bullpen. Alfredo Martinez, I believe that's what his name is. They're not going to use Clear. He's kind of their setup closer. Barr has 68 innings and gets crushed. Angel bullpen is not much fun to play with. So let's go to maybe Alfredo Martinez here, or let's see if Keeson can give him 5. It's 4-0 Oakland here in the fourth as Gene Mauch watches on. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson with the pitch to Guerrero. And that's a single to center field for Guerrero. Oakland continues to hit. That's their 6th. 1 out in the 4th. Here's Rob Piccolo. 153, no homers and 4 RBIs. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson from the stretch. Pitch to Piccolo. And that is a strikeout for out number 2. Ricky Henderson is 1 for 2. He has singled and flied out. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ricky. And that is a walk to Ricky. 2 on and 2 out. It's time for Dwayne Murphy. Again, he's in a clutch situation. Loses a couple of them to hits. He still's got that great power, though. Donahue sets the target. Keeson from the stretch. 2 on, 2 outs, and the pitch. And again, he just missed it. Popped it straight up. Gritch is there, makes the catch, and the Athletics are done in the 4th. They get a run more. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Oakland 4, and the Angels nothing. Bottom of the 4th, Big A in Anaheim. So bottom of the fourth will be Potek, followed by Lansford and Baylor to bat here in the home fourth. Angels still looking for hit number one. Heath puts down the sign. Langford from the big windup. And that's your first base of the ball game is Frederick Potek. So he has his first hit. Bottom of the fourth, so he's on. Here's Carney Lansford. He's 0 for 1. Flied out his first time up. Heath puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Langford swings. That's a walk. All of a sudden, Langford, his wheels are starting to come off the tracks. First and second, nobody out. Here come the Halos. And now here's Don Baylor. We talked about him earlier. He's been kind of struggling along, hitting 218 homers, 7 RBIs, coming off his MVP 79 season. Heath puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. 2 on and nobody out. And there's Baylor, and he ground balls right into the double play. Gross, Piccolo, Revering, and that's 2. So easy peasy, Japanese. So Potek takes third with 2 outs. And now here's Rod Carew. He'll hit in the clutch, and because he doesn't get a lot of RBIs, he loses a couple of them, not in really bad spots. So we'll see if Carew can maybe get a big hit here to get the Halos back in this. Heath puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Potek to take a lead off third. And it's going to be a base hit, Rod Carew. There is your hitter we've seen all these years. Carew drives in the run, and the Angels are back in this game. It's now 4-1 Oakland. RBI, Rod Carew. So now here's Joe Rudy, 0 for 1. He can get the Angels back in this with a blast. He puts down the target. Langford from the stretch, and here's the pitch. And that, folks, is gone. Deep left center. Back goes Murphy, looks up, and that ball is gone. Just as we said, Rudy. Joe Rudy hits a bomb 2-run homer against his former mates, and it's now 4-3. So the Angels are back in this. So now here's Bobby Grich, defending 79 champs, American League West champs. Do not let him go easy, folks. Heath puts down the sign. Langsford from the windup now. Pitch to Grich, and he hits a drive left center field. That's trouble. Back goes Henderson. Leaps, picks the catch. Oh, doctor, that was close. 1-9 home run, rolled to 12. But the Angels scored 3. Let's head to the 5th. It's now 4-3 Oakland as we go to the 5th, as it starts getting dark here at the Big A. 5th inning of baseball, Strat Monday Night Baseball. Stay tuned for after the game. We'll go ahead and try and give you some games of worth and notice for the rest of the week. Again, with games on Monday, we'll probably look for a couple more games and then probably look for that definite return back here next Monday night. Here's Page. Page will be followed by Revering and Gross here in the top of the 5th. Now the Angels and Gene Mauch will have to keep an eye on Keeson. This game all of a sudden is competitive. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson looks in. The big wind up to Mitchell Page. And Mitchell Page just hit a drive to right center field. Miller cannot get it. Bounces away. It's going to be a triple and big time for Mitchell Page. So Mitchell Page gapped one in the corner there. Miller went after it. He got it back in, but Page put on the Jets and hit third. So runner on third and nobody out. And here come the Athletics. So now it's Revering. 2 for 2. 3 runs batted in. Donahue sets the target now. Keeson from the stretch. Angels in all the way. Here's the pitch to Revering. And that is going to be a pop to second. Rich is there. Makes the catch, and Page has to hold. Here's Wayne Gross hitting 250. 2 homers, 10 RBIs. 0 for 2 today. Again, infield in for the Halos, trying to prevent that run. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson from the stretch. Black Page getting a good lead off third. And that's going to be a base hit for Wayne Gross. Scores Mitchell Page, and it's 5-3 Oakland. So RBI for Wayne, and the Athletics lead by 2. So now here's Mike Heath, runner on first and 1 out. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson working from the stretch now. Here's the pitch to Heath. And that is going to be a ground ball double play. Potek, Grich, Carew, got him, ends the inning. Oakland gets another one. We go back to the bottom of the 5th. It's going all over the place. Oakland 5, Angels 3. Again, if you're with us last Monday night, oh my goodness, did you watch the Tiger Red Sox game? If you watch that one, you know that anything can happen. Doug Hunt, welcome to the Big A. Welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome to Anaheim and Strat Monday Night Baseball. So Bob the fifth, 5-3 Oakland. So now here's Collins, Donahue, and Miller to bat for the Halos. Heath puts down the sign for him. Rick Langford looks in. Here's the pitch to Collins. And that'll be a ground ball to first. Revering's got it. That could be trouble. He's having a hard time coming back. He did not make it. He knew it. It bounced right off the web of the glove. He tried to recover, but Collins still's got some speed and gets to the bag. So that'll be an E3. First error of the ball game, and all of a sudden the Angels do have the tying runner on. Now here's Donahue. Not much of a hitter. He's hitting 179, which is about what he'll hit for the year. So let's see if he can bunt. He's a C bunter. Do we have him lay one down just to see if he can do it? The A's are looking for the bunt. Let's lay down a bunt, Tom. 72% says you can lay one down. Here's the pitch, and he does. Good job for Tom Donahue. Perfectly executes it, deadens it, picks up by Langford, throws the strike, and Collins will take second. So good job there. And now here's Rick Miller. He's 0 for 2, a foul out and a line out. Heath puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. Runner on second, one out. Here's the pitch. That will be a fly ball, shallow left. Henderson comes in, snatches it. Oh, that's a tough catch. Makes it and throws it in, and Collins will stay. So now here's Patek. 1 for 1, a walk and a run scored. We'll see if Freddie can get a big hit here. Heath puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs to Freddie. And that's a ground ball back to Langford. Makes the throw to Revering, and the Angels are done in the 5th. Let's head to the 6th. We have an official ball game from California. Hotel California. Oakland 5 and California 3. Top of the 6th, Monday Night Baseball action. RJ Network in the house. Welcome aboard, RJ Network. Thank you, sir. Welcome aboard. One of the greatest channels here on the YouTube community. Score Sports Time Machine, part of the RJ Network of friends and family. So please, if you have not, I'm sure everyone here is a member of his fine subscription organization. So I'm glad they're all part of the networkers. So top of the 6th, 5-3 Oakland. And it will now be Armas, Guerrero, and Piccolo batting for the A's here in the 6th. Oakland 5-8-1. Oakland 3-3-0. Donahue puts down the target. Keeson looks in. Here's the pitch to Armas. And that's a strikeout for Armas. He had a long home run his last time up, kind of what we were predicting. Here's Mario Guerrero, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Donahue puts down the sign. Keeson gets it. Here's the pitch to Guerrero. And that's a ground ball to third. Good play from Lansford. Gets it, throws to Carew for out number 2. Here's Rob Piccolo. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Keeson, if he can get the Angels, they can get 6 from Keeson right now. I think they'd be happy. Donahue sets the target. Keeson from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball to short. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the Athletics. How about that? So to the bottom of 6, it's 5-3 Oakland. So Rick Langford comes out for the bottom of the 6th. Of course, we know Billy Martin and his bullpen. As we look out there, there's still no one out there. I don't think there's even a soul out there even sitting. Oh, wait a minute. There's the Oakland bullpen. They're still in the dugout. I think they've been held hostage or they've been tied down because I don't think they're going out there anytime soon. Rick Langford, 290 innings. That's not counting an unbelievable year from Mike Norris this year. Last of the 6th, 5-3 Oakland. Heath puts down the target. Langford from the windup to Lansford. And that will be a base hit for Lansford. That's a big hit. Billy Martin still not moving to the dugout phone or not releasing any kind of, not releasing the strings off the bullpen. So it's still 5-3. Here's Baylor. He's 0 for 2. Heath puts down the target. Langford working from the stretch, trying to get himself out of it. Here's the pitch to Baylor. And that is going to be a fly ball center. Murphy back, makes the catch. 1 out in the 6th. Here's the first baseman, Rod Carew. Big RBI single his last time up. That was his 3rd of the year. Again, Carew's still not hitting where he should be, but seems like he's trying to find it. Late April here, but if you play enough in the cold city sometimes, it takes a long time for the older bodies to get going and generating. Carew, here back in warm Southern California, should start hitting well. Heath puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out of 5, 3 ball game. And that's a single at center field. That's 2 hits for Carew. Now, do we want to go on a 1-14 for third for Lansford? They're going to go for this one. 17%. And they'll let it go because you automatically take second if you don't get the guy at third. So they're not going to give that one a chance. First and third, 1 out. And here's Rudy. Langford now looks to be dealing with some problems here. First and third, 1 out for Joe. 2-run home run his last time up. One more here will give the Halos a big lead. A large crowd here in Anaheim at the Big A. Heath puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Pitch to Rudy. And Rudy struck him out. Oh, did he have his pitch? 2 away here in the 6th. So now here's Robert Bobby Grich. 240, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Again, this is our JL network. We say, boy, he was a definite Hall of Famer. If you look at his stats, and look where he belongs in the jaws, he definitely should be up there. Then again, if he's in there, he might as well put the left-handed Chase Utley in too. Again, similar type people in jaws. Bottom of 6, 5-3 Oakland. He puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch to Grich. And ground ball to third. Gross goes the easy way and ends the inning. So Rick Langford gets us around the landmines. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 5-3. Oakland. We go to the top of the 7th. The Big A in California. Hotel California, that is. Top of the 7th. So here we go. It will now be Henderson, Murphy, and Page in the 7th. So Ricky's up 1 for 2, let off a single, stole second, thrown out at third. Walked his last time up. Donahue behind the plate. Keeson looks in. California down 2. Gene Mock's now going to play gingerly with Mr. Keeson. Only 73 innings during the season, so he's definitely not here for a long haul. Here's the pitch to Ricky, and that we have struck him out. Big curveball by Bruce Keeson, the one he had in 1979 for the World Champs. Here's Dwayne Murphy, 0 for 2 with the run scored. Donahue sets the target. Keeson looks in. Here's a strong windup. And that's a base hit for Murphy. So now Gene Mock's really going to be looking. 3 lefties to come up, and you're not. Ooh, now you're in the 7th inning, so you could probably pinch it if you wanted to. I'm not going to see who's on Oakland's bench, because I'm just going to go out and probably make a move. So let's see. Do we have another lefty out there? Oh, they do, and he's hurt. He's a starter. He's a starter / reliever, but he's a reliever now, and he comes in the game gassed. Oh, that's not good, not good, not good. Can't do this to me. The only lefty in my bullpen is gassed. Oh, Lord. So that will make things interesting. Do you get an inning from a gassed LaRoche, and hopefully you'll hit a dot or hit a target? It's going to be Page, Revering, Gross. They can pinch hit for all 3 of these guys. So they're going to bring in LaRoche. They know he's tired, but you know what? That's going to have to happen. So he'll come in. So here comes Dave LaRoche. 1-1, 1 save, 4.82 ERA, 14 hits over 9 innings. He is tired. So 4-7 becomes an auto hit, as does 6-5. That's one thing you got to worry about. And if he does get the tired hit, I will remove him. That's kind of what the rule is when I play this. That way you don't keep guys in tired. So he's got one chance. If he gets a hit off him, then Gene Mock may have to pull him. Unless they don't let me do it because of the 3-batter rule. That could be a problem, depending what the settings are set at. So here's Page. He's 2 for 3. Hits lefties just as well as right. He's got power both sides. So he'll stay in there and swing. Runner on first, 1 out. Donahue sets the target. LaRoche from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a 4-2. Fly ball center field. Miller there makes the catch. 2 outs in the 7th. And now here's Dave Revering. He does not like lefties at all. He would rather them stay away. He's 2 for 3. Big home run back in first. RBI double in the 3rd. He wants to swing, but Billy Martin may have other ideas. And let's see who's on this bench for the Oakland Athletics. So a first baseman for the A's. Let's see. Do I have one? That might make sense. Jim Keeson can, but I'd rather kind of not use him. Jeff Newman. And that's it. They don't have really anybody else of noteworthiness. So, let Revering bat. Let's see. So run first, 2 outs. Donahue sets the target. LaRoche from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that is deep drive right field. He could have got one. Cowan's back. Oh, it dies at the track and ends the inning. Well, we go to the 7th inning stretch. Let's stretch if you have one. It's Oakland 5, California 3. Hotel California here on a Monday night. As it's Strat Monday Night Baseball, 5-3 Athletics. So last on the 7th, California now with their chance. They're down by 2 here at the Big A in Anaheim, California. Cowens, Donahue, and Miller will bat for the Angels against young right-hander Rick Langford. So Heath behind the plate puts the sign down for him. Langford looks in, and here's the windup. Cowens with a fly ball right field. That's Armas. Good fielder all the way. Let's see if he makes this. And does for out number 1. Did not even flinch. 1 away. Armas, an excellent outfielder on this Oakland team. Here's Tommy Donahue. He's 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt his first time up. Let's see if the Angels may go to the bench here now that they can with the Aspley lineup. They got some guys who likes to hit righties a little more favorably. But the question is who would catch? Seems like it would be Stuart Claiborne. Not exactly America's a catcher of the week. So let's see what the Angels would do. Let's see. Most at-bats, if we love that, it looks like could be a Burt Campaneris or it could be Danny Ford. Ford rather have the righties in this situation. Gar probably wouldn't. Or Todd Cruz would be interesting. Let's go to Todd Cruz. He had 333 at-bats. He'll swing away, so that will force them to bring in Mr. Claiborne. Cruz on the year hitting 200, nothing on the board. And now Heath puts down the target. Langford from the windup, the pitch to him. And that will be a ground ball to short. Guerrero throws them out, and that is 2 outs here in the 7th. So now here is Rick Miller. He's 0 for 3. 323 hitter. He hasn't really found the groove yet. Good hitter so far this year. He's hitting definitely above where the expectations are from when we started the season. Heath puts down the target. Rick Langford with a big windup and pitch to Rick Miller. And that'll be a ground ball to second. Piccolo has it. That's a tough play. And he gets him. So nice play by Rob Piccolo. Let's head to the 8th. 5-3 Oakland. So new catcher will be Cleburne. So Cliburn. Stan is his name. Stan. So Stan comes in and will now catch. And now again, both teams not really worrying about bullpen here. Let's see if LaRoche stays in or he's going to come out. It's going to be Gross, LaRoche will stay in, then Heath, and then Armas. So I think you might see the righty coming in next. Claiborne puts down the sign. LaRoche looks in. Here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball to second. Gritch to his right. Turn, throws, got him. Good play. Oh, he gets in. That was an infield hit for Gross. So Gross is on infield hit. Here comes Mike Heath, and here comes G. Mock. He'll flash the right-hand sign, and we'll get a righty. So it looks like we'll probably get Alfredo Martinez coming in. 4.52 ERA in 149 innings. He'll be the new right-handed pitcher here for the Angels here in the 8th. 5-3 Oakland. We played the 8th with no outs. Oakland 5 runs, 10 hits with the lone error. California 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Top of the 8th in this AL West matchup. Claiborne puts down the sign, who's a +3. Holy cow. Martinez looks at, boy, this Oakland team's going to run like crazy with a +6. Let's run on +6. And he gets it. Throw not in time. Of all people, Wayne Gross steals it. So, that could be a problem for Gene Mock as Martinez doesn't hold runners and the new catcher stinks. So runner on second, no out. A big opportunity for Oakland to tack it on here. Claiborne puts down the sign. Martinez from the stretch. And that's a base hit. That's going to go in the gap. Miller's going to have to play hop. Gross scores, and it's 6-3 Oakland. So Mike Heath with an RBI double. So now here's Armas, 1 for 3 of the big long home run back in the 4th. Claiborne puts down the sign. Martinez working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Armas, And that's another base hit. Heath will round third. He'll get the green light and score. Armis will stop after a single, another RBI. Oakland now leads it 7-3 as they're tacking on runs here in the eighth. Here's Mario Guerrero, 1 for 3. Claiborne puts down the sign. Martinez from the stretch. And that's going to be a base hit left field. The Oakland Athletics coming out hitting here in the eighth. They will hold Armis at second, and it's now first and second, no outs. So Oakland definitely putting some pressure on. Here's Rob Piccolo. 0 for 3 so far with no outs. You bunt with a 4-run lead. I would think you would, but I won't. Claiborne puts down the target. Martinez from the stretch and the pitch. That will be a pop to short. Potek waits, makes the catch, and there's one out. Here's Ricky Henderson. Claiborne puts down the target. Martinez working from the stretch. Pitch to Ricky. And that's a walk to Ricky. And the A's have the bases loaded, ready to blow this one open. And now here's Dwayne Murphy. He had a single back in the seventh, walked in the third. Bases loaded, 1 out. Athletics trying to put some damage here on the Angels here in the eighth. Claiborne puts the sign down. Martinez working from the stretch. Pitch to Murphy. And that is going to be a ground ball to second. Let's see if Rich can make a double play ball out of this. And he gets the runner and gets one, so the run scores. It's now 8-3 Oakland. A 3-run eighth for the A's. Here's Mitchell Page, 2 for 4. He's had a double and a triple so far. Claiborne puts down the sign. Martinez from the stretch. And that ball is going to be deep. Right field. Back goes Cowens. It is gone, and this game is basically over. A 6-run eighth inning for the Oakland Athletics as Mitchell Page has become the star of the day. A 3-run homer and a single away from the cycle. So now here's Dave Revering. Claiborne puts down the sign. Martinez with the wind. And that will be a ground ball. The second of this inning is mercifully over. Oakland with 6 in the eighth. Looks like Billy Martin won't have to go to that bullpen. It's 11-3 Oakland. Bottom of the eighth, as Hotel California is starting to now disperse. It's Potek, Lansford, and Baylor for the Angels. Heath puts down the target. Langford from the windup to pitch to Potek. And that's a base hit. So that's base hit number 6 for the Angels. Langford is a 9, so he doesn't get fatigued until he gets to his 9th inning. Heath puts down the sign. Langford working from the stretch. Run on first and nobody out. Pitch to Langford. And that's a catch axe behind the plate. Let's see what happens. Popped up. Let's see. Doesn't have to move. Got him. Actually, oh, no, wait a minute. It must have been, he crossed him up. The runner goes to second, so it was a pass ball on Heath. So runner on second. Lansford stays the batter. Heath again puts down the sign. Langford working from the stretch and the pitch. That will be a pop to short. That should be a catch for Guerrero. He'll wait. Potek holds, and there's one away. Here's Don Baylor. 0 for 3. Again, you can tell the bat just is not there yet. He puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to Donnie Baylor. And there is a caught by, what a play by Groves. He made a leaping catch and robbed the hit from Baylor and probably a run batted in. So 2 outs here in the eighth. And here's Carew. He's got 2 hits in the ballgame. You can tell his bat is starting to look like the pure Rod Carew we're definitely favored seeing. He puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. 11-3 Oakland in the pitch. And that will be a fly ball left field. Henderson is there, and Rick Langford has gone 8, and we head to the 9th. Oakland 11 and California 3. We head to the 9th here, Hotel California, Monday Night Baseball edition. The Swinging A's, fun season. Mr. Dave Gardner and RJL Network still in the house. So we welcome again all you guys here for it. Thank you so much for being here. 1980 Monday Night Baseball. Angels by 8. So now here will be Gross, followed by Heath and Armis. And looks like Alfredo Martinez will stay in there. So Claiborne puts down the sign. Martinez with a pitch to Gross. And that is a ground ball to first. Cruz got it to the bag. 1 away here in the 9th. Claiborne puts down the sign. Martinez looks in, and the big wind up to Mike Heath. 2-6, round ball to short. Potek's got it. 2 outs. We head to the 9th almost. So now here's Armas 2 for 4. He's got a couple RBIs, including a bomb, back in the 4th inning. Cleveland puts down the sign. Martinez looks in, and the pitch to Armas. And that is a struck him out. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and it's last call for the Halos. It is Oakland 11 and the Angels 3. Oakland 11, 14-1. The California Angels 3, 6-0. The Major League Baseball 1980 replay player of the day is Mitchell Page. He will definitely get some money in his name and gift certificates, stakes, whatever we have for him, and he'll be interviewed by our people after the ball game, which you'll hear. So that'll be on the paid subscription services if you want to subscribe to me. We'll have the interview with Mitchell Page afterwards and some final thoughts. Of course not. That's just ribbing. So it's 11-3 Oakland. We play tonight. The Patreon page for the Sports Time Machine. Yeah, you have those after game interviews and all that stuff. Of course not. How am I going to do those? So it's 11-3 Oakland, bottom of the 9th. The Angels will go Rudy, followed by Grich and Callens, right, to take on Langford, who's looking for a complete game. As like exactly said, Billy Martin has his bullpen still tied up and not really letting him go out there. So he's not going anywhere. So this is Langford's game to lose. Heath puts down the sign. Langford now in his fatigue inning. Here's the pitch to Rudy. 2-4, and that is a hit by pitch to Rudy. My goodness. So runner on first and nobody out. Here's Grich. So that does not go toward point of weakness. So we'll see what happens. Again, Billy kind of stands at the top steps. He puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Grich. And Bobby Grich sends a ball deep left field. Back goes Henderson. Back, and makes the catch. And he will throw it back in, one away. So 1 out in the 9th. Here's Al Cowens, 0 for 2 in the ball game. He puts down the target. Langford from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch to Cowens. That's a struck him out, 2 outs. 11-3 Oakland. Last call for the Halos, and it's Claiborne. No other catcher left, so he's swinging. So 2 outs here. He puts down the sign. Langford from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Claiborne. Ground ball the second. Piccolo the first. Ball game is over. And final score is Oakland 11 and California 3. Let's look at our final totals, folks. The Oakland Athletics are now 11-7. That is a complete game for Rick Langford. We warned you. 9 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. That is a very effective start. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And, of course, Rick Langford says, I can't throw anymore, Coach. My shoulder's hurting. Go ahead. You're back in there. You pitched 290 innings. You're not going anywhere, son. Bruce Keeson gets the loss, went 6 1/3. He got hammered. 9 innings, 5 hits, and 5 runs. LaRoche came in 2/3 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, and then Martinez came in, and he was Chicken Alfredo. 2 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, as the Oakland Athletics was 6 in the 8th, ran away and head. The A's 11-14-1. The Halos 3-6-0. Home runs in the ball game by Page are our MVP player of the game, Revering, Armas, and Rudy. RBIs by Murphy. Page had 3, now has 12. Revering had 3, now has 14. Gross has 11. Heath has 3. Armas had 2, including the home run, has 9. Carew had 1, and Joe Rudy had a 2-run homer. And that one was back in the 4th inning when the A's kept it close, and it was a 4-3 ball game. Final score, though, 11-3. Let's take a look quickly at the schedule, folks, and we'll kind of take a look what we have planned for this schedule for us coming forward. Again, we're going in probably the month of May. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Probably not going to do much there. We're going to want to play immediately after, so we'll always keep Tuesdays not really in the schedule of things. So if we do Thursday, probably Thursday, Saturday, because that'll give the Monday a game back again. So that will be May 1st, so we'll be in the new day. It's Atlanta, San Diego, Montreal, Pittsburgh, which we've done. Boston and the White Sox. Well, Battle of Sox, but then again, we have Hurst again. We already seen Boston already. That will be the Indians and Blue Jays, the Astros and the Reds, who I think we actually did technically see week 1. Phillies and the Mets. Hey, the Phillies and the Metropolitans. How about that? The world champion. Now, they're not the world champions yet, but yeah, that could be interesting. So that will be the Phillies and the Mets. And this guy has always gotten clobbered by Mets, always had his number. Lefty Steve Carlton will take on Pete Falcone. Now I'll be at Queens and in RJL Network's hometown of Flushing, New York, and Shea Stadium. So we'll go ahead and throw that as a manual. And then we'll look at a Saturday game of the week and see if there's anything of interest. We've already seen the Yanks today. They're playing the Minnesota Twins, so that's good. We don't have to redo that one again. Let's see. Padres now. The West Coast are playing the Mets. Padres and the Mets. The Giants and the Expos. Braves, Pirates, Baltimore. We've seen Boston. We've seen playing KC. I kind of want to get a game with George Brett while he's hitting his high mark before he ends up going out. Could see ID Jesters and the Astros and the Cardinals. Or we can see possibly the Brewers and White Sox. So let's go with the Astros and Cardinals. So we Vern Rule against Silvio Martinez. I'm going to take a look at both those games and see what we have best of and see what two teams will be definitely competing. And then we will come back Monday night, May the 5th. There's how many games of nights? Okay, we do have 6 games. Let's look. Atlanta, Philadelphia. We've seen Philly. Boston and Texas. We've seen Boston. Cincinnati. Oh, I may have to go against my normal thing. We're going to probably pick a new game because guess what? May 5th, 1980, there's a guy named Tom Seaver coming to Flushing, New York. Next Monday night, folks, it will be the Reds and the Mets. Tom Seaver will be on the mound. So let's go ahead and go backwards and get the Phillies off this one. Because yeah, we're gonna see Reds, Mets, and Seaver next Monday night. That's a given. Hopefully, get some great views and great game from everybody. So let's see. We're gonna see the Astros, Cleveland, Toronto. Let's see. We've seen Atlanta too, and we've seen California there. And I think we're going to see Houston during the middle of the week, I believe, on Saturday. Nope, we don't have to. So we'll leave Milwaukee, Chicago for the Saturday night game. And I'll go ahead and put that back as an auto. And then for the Thursday game, Joe Negro and the Houston Astros. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Am I looking not at what I'm looking at right here? Let's see. We keep... Sorry, folks. Just trying to. Monday night we got settled. Saturday we're gonna go there. Tuesday. So yeah, again we don't want to do that. Yeah, Thursday, Saturday, Monday we want to do. So Nico Lacoste, and yeah, we got that one going on there. And let's see. Don't want to do a serious repeat. Well, we'll have something in there for you. Let's do Cleveland, Toronto. Don't expect a lot of people for it. John Denny will take the mound for the Cleveland Indians again. Dave Lemachik, and that'll be up in Toronto. They'll be on May 1st. We might change that. We'll see. So far right now it will be Thursday for John Denny and Lemachik, Cleveland, Toronto. That's because on Saturday we'll go to Milwaukee and Chicago. And next Monday night, batten down the hatches. Tom Seaver brings the Cincinnati Reds into Flushing to take on Mark Bomback and the New York Mets. That'll be next Saturday night at Shea Stadium. Well, folks, thank you so much. Let's go over the standings real quick. I won't go in any leagues leaders. Maybe I'll set up a Monday Night Baseball little thing for it to look at for you guys. But so far, the Baltimore Orioles are 12-4. They're 2 games ahead of the Brewers, 3 ahead of the Tigers, and 4 of the Indians. Oakland 11-7 is 1 ahead of the Angels and 1.5 over the surprising Mariners. Texas is 2 back. Cardinals in first place. That could bring Cardinals into some gameplay action. They're in first place at 11-5. The Pirates are 2 back and the Phillies are 3 back. The Astros are in first in the West, 10-6. The Padres are 10-7, a half game back. The New York Mets, by the way, are 7-8. That's 2 games better than they were actually in real life. But they're 3.5 and back of the surprising St. Louis Cardinals. Folks, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone coming in. This has been a Sports Time Machine presentation of Strat Monday Night Baseball. Looks to see you guys again at the same point. Bring your friends in. Enjoy. Please like and please subscribe. Thank you so much. We'll see you again. This has been the Sports Time Machine for presentation of Strat Monday Night 1980.